Greetings, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to look at fairness. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the 10th year of the Leadership Japan series. And I'm your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. And my new book, Stop Wasting Money on Training, in Japanese, Training de okane o muda ni suru no wa yamemashou, is now available on Amazon. This podcast brings insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan, and trust me, it is different here. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is saite. Saite. That's awful. That's really bad. That's the worst. Saite. 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 Remember, this is informal Japanese. You're never going to say this to a client. Don't say saite to the client. Saite means really bad, really awful. Saite. Saite. This is episode number 485. And today we are talking about ensuring fairness as the leader. Being fair to everyone in the team is one of the most basic elements of leadership. It builds leader trust, predictability, and reliability. But are we actually always being fair? Sometimes our own team members try to draw us off the fairness straight and narrow path. There are those who want to play politics. No matter how large or small the organization, politics will raise its ugly head at some point. Obviously, the bigger the company, the more opportunity for political infighting. In my observation, those not kept sufficiently busy have the bandwidth to politic inside the firm. Busy people working hard and super focused on results don't go for that option because they are razor intent on producing results. I like those sorts of people, and I hate corporate politicians. As the boss, we're often oblivious to the underground politics going on inside our companies. We are like those busy people focused on results just mentioned, so we are working toward results and can miss what is going on around us. Often staff will not bring it up because they don't want to get involved in a bun fight inside the company and have bad relations with other staff. They note the politicians' activities, don't join in, but also don't do anything about eliminating their influence. When we are busy, we can miss some subtle hints. Those observing the politicians' activities won't speak up directly, but they will lay breadcrumbs for us to find. The trouble is, Japanese language is already super vague, indirect, and the world champion lexicon at obfuscation. Trying to pass linguistic hints in this country is not so easy. We need to get our radar in full proper working order and always be scanning for this type of trouble. An off-the-cuff remark, a nuanced comment, a tangential reference, maybe a secret invitation to go deeper on what is really going on inside the team. we may miss the hint if we are too busy and too consumed by what is in front of us. So, if you hear something that doesn't quite sound right, then down tools and give that person all of your attention and gently lead them along the path of discovery to help you understand what you need to know. Often when we introduce changes, we're upsetting someone's vested interests in the old regime. They can often go underground and become quietly vocal, spreading toxic remarks about what a dill the boss is. Oh, they're all smiles and hail fellow well met with us, but they're actually shadow ninja trying to undermine what we are doing. We may have thought we'd explain the why of the change, and maybe we did, but they don't care about our why because they have their own interests driving them. We have to be very careful how we seek feedback on the change acceptance. Subtly asking how others in the firm are adjusting to the change will give some staff the option to raise what is really going on for you. They may not be brave enough to come to you and tell you, but when you open the door to the conversation, they will be willing to walk through the threshold and have that private conversation. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Okay, today's show is being brought to you by, on the 2nd of November, we will be holding our high impact presentations training. Brilliant course, 2 days, 2 instructors, everything videoed, fantastic feedback in this program. Absolutely remarkable amount of feedback and personal coaching, actually. We can really tailor the training to each individual because we've got a methodology here that lends itself to doing that. So the results are very, very fast improvement, very individualized improvement, person by person. So brilliant program. On the 21st of November, we'll be doing our Leadership Training for Managers program. This is a really excellent program for people who've worked their way up into a management position, but actually the organization needs them to be a leader. And they are different roles. Managers have things that they need to do, but leaders have got a bigger, more expansive role, a more complex role, and that takes training. And this is where they get that training in a program like this. That's on the 21st of November. On the 30th of November, we'll be doing our Dale Carnegie courses, our flagship program. Really excellent for 5 key drivers in business, which things like leadership, communication, people skills, dealing with your stress, and also building confidence, not confidence about the things you already can do well, but the things you can't do well, the things that you're not good at, the things that you haven't tried before. So have that comfort zone expansion to be able to take on the new and difficult. Excellent program for that. Our website is www.dale, D-A-L-E hyphen Carnegie, C-A-R-N-E-G-I-E .co.jp. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 1,000 for you there at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, as well as my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's a premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, we have Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. It sounds odd to say it, but fans can also be a problem with fairness. They want to be close to you and they enjoy the time you give them. They seek it. The issue arises, though, with the more neutral team members who are supportive but wouldn't quite qualify as fans. By openly wanting a time with us, the fans are creating problems with favoritism and jealousy on the part of the other members of the team. With all the pressure on us, we can be easily susceptible to spending time with our fans because we crave approval and acceptance. Sycophants are another problem. Sucking up to the boss is a high level of skill that has been mastered by some people in organizations. From other team members' points of view, our fans can look like sycophants and they are carefully observing how we treat them. We are human beings, and we have certain people who are close friends and others less so. It's the same within the company. There will be some staff we like to spend time with more than others. This is where it gets tricky. We have to be very self-observant and self-aware about how we treat the team members. Without realizing it, we may be spending our time with some more than others. That in itself can be seen as favoritism, or the boss likes that person more than me. As much as is humanly possible, we have to treat everyone the same. I doubt we will ever get that prospect perfect, but we have to strive to get it right. Remember, the entire staff have advanced degrees in boss watching, and they observe us constantly every day. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Take what you found valuable, immediately put it into action, because idea application is what makes winners winners. Be one of them. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.